If you struggle speaking, this episode is for you. Let's untangle the knot of public speech. I've stuttered my whole life, and now I'm building a social audience. I'm learning to speak, and I'm addressing crowds, and I've been invited to conferences. I've been addressing many, many large groups of people. And I've had people ask me, what should I do if I have a speech impediment, or if I'm struggling with speech, if I'm shy, if I'm a shy person, or even something as basic as networking with people around me. It's always better to have networks and support groups and large frameworks of relationships and people that you know that can help you. But if you're shy, you're going to be stuck in your own room, in the back of any gathering, never putting yourself out there to make those connections. So what I have to say to you about that is there's two things. Number one is you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be an outgoing social butterfly. You can be in the back, and that's okay. The number one thing I have to say about that is you have to practice. You can't just let it be something that just happens, or that, like for me, for example, right? I'm in my 30s, in my late 30s. That's 30 years of practice of speech that was bad. Because every day you do something, you always do more of it, right? The more you do of one thing, the more you get into it. So me having mailed in learning how to speak my whole life, I've never learned how to do it well. So I've always wanted to know how to think well, but not how to speak well. And therefore, in my 30s, I woke up one day and I realized that I don't know how to speak well. And I thought, well, if I just do it, if I just try it, that's going to just on its own automatically make it better. It doesn't happen automatically. Everything that is complicated takes practice to do. So you have to practice at speaking better and find opportunities to do that. Either go to a speech coach, a voice coach, go to Toastmaster events, or just find opportunities in the crowd of your friends to stand up when they're not expecting you because they know you don't speak well. Why can't you stand up and suggest a movie for you all to watch? Or stand up and share a conversation, to share a topic to share. Find opportunities to have those moments where you're really not in the comfort zone of not being challenged, not having to worry about elocution, enunciation, mouth control and voice and breath control. If you don't know how to do those things, you have to put yourself out there. Be willing to be laughed at, right? If you go back, you'll find my episode on failure, being willing to fail. That's the number one way to succeed, is to fail enough times. So if you're willing to do that with speech, right, there's no way for you not to be an amazing speaker. So you can either just stay in the back and express yourself using visual means or audio or any of the countless ways to express yourself, or if you do say and think that voice, your persona is what you want to go with, you have to practice and you have to put yourself in an awkward place. Because look, if all you have to look and answer to is yourself, it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter if they laugh. If you get better at it, it's all that matters. If you believe in yourself, you can get there.